Work with us. There's no penalty to walk away. It's on us to do a good job. If you like what we're doing for you, you're going to stay and want to work with us. If you don't like what we're doing for you, you're not going to stay. That's why we encourage people to come in, kick the tires, see if you feel like we'd be helpful for you.
Call now, listening in and around Orlando. 407-270-1000. 407-270-1000. Find out if you are receiving the value that you're currently paying for with a complete financial plan, a $1,500 value. Just takes 2 or 3 minutes to pick up the phone, set that up at no charge so that you can better understand what is happening with your money. Personal question, Mike, do you, Katie, and the kids have cable? Do you watch TV over the air with the antenna thingy, or do you stream your favorite shows online?
Well, remember those big giant radar dishes?
Yes, I thought that was just old and sitting there, but really?
Yeah, the Homeowners Association isn't real big on it.
Okay. But I'm sure you watch more than just what's coming in on the satellite.
So we have Disney Plus. Of course, we have the kids. Recently did Paramount.
I might need your password on that.
They had a freebie on that, 7 days, although I think I'm in the 8th or 9th day, so I'm locked in now. You know, of course, Netflix. I'm not all in on that, Kristen, but I got a few of them.
Well, according to Nielsen, Americans watched a weekly average of 169.4 billion minutes of streaming content in February, up over 25 billion minutes from the year before. And 46% of those surveyed feel overwhelmed by the number of shows and movies available. Now, I might be part of that 46% because I'm always, oh gosh, I could watch this, maybe I start that, and I bet you listening are in the same situation. But I also think there's probably another group of people out there listening, Mike, that feel overwhelmed by the abundance of choices when it comes to where to turn for financial advice. And that can make it really difficult for average investors who have just worked hard and saved their entire career to choose where to turn for help when it comes to mapping out their retirement and financial future.
Well, it's confusing. Yeah, people are bombarded with information. If you're either retired or close to it, you got this big bullseye on your back. You're a target for all kinds of marketing, whether it's dinner seminars or radio programs, or when you log into your Facebook account, you're just getting
ads,
just hammered with options. The reality is the majority of the wealth is with that segment of the population, right? The baby boomers, and financial institutions know it. Kristen, I mean, we realize that. We work primarily with individuals that are retired or close to it. So the message just gets watered down a lot when it comes to everybody is sort of reaching out to you, and everybody out there has got the next best thing. There are plenty of great financial advisors out there. There are a lot of great firms out there. A lot of times we'll sit down with people and I'll just tell them, hey, listen, you're on a good track. I'd love to work with you. But your financial advisor, in my opinion, is doing a good job for you. And if you stayed there, I think you'll probably be okay. But call us back if things don't go well. Also meet individuals where maybe, the advisor promotes active management. They're not quite following through or not communicating. Maybe they just promote the hang in there approach and somebody wants more than that. I think it's always worth getting a second opinion, explore what's out there, find out what's best for you, and make an informed decision. So we're always here for individuals that are looking for that.
Mike is a fee-only advisor, and know that when you sit down with an advisor, it should not be about products and things like that. It should be about you and your nest egg. That's the way it works at Talon Wealth, and that's why the name of the show is Guarding Your Nest Egg. So call now, listening in and around Orlando. 407-270-1000. 407-270-1000. Find out if you are indeed receiving active wealth management, and if not, how it could possibly benefit you and your family. Mike and the team are here to be a resource for you, our listeners on the radio. Reach out anytime at guardingyournestegg.com. We've got some words of warning to pass along from the Treasury Chief and the head of the nation's largest bank that could put investors on edge, but Mike will spotlight what we need to stay focused on and keep in mind. And after the news at the bottom of the hour, which, by the way, it's a great time to call because you could speak to Mike personally off the air. But after the news, Mike is going to share one of his investment ideas of the week. Stay with us. That's next on Guarding Your Nest Egg.
Upside down, you turn me. This is WDBO.
WDBO.
107.3 FM and AM 580. Orlando's news and talk. And where Orlando turns first for breaking news, weather, and traffic 24 hours a day. Listen on the WDBO app at WDBO.com. Ask Alexa to play WDBO and on the HD2 of 96.5. WDBO is everywhere you are. Live team coverage
Starts now.
Russia has told Ukrainian forces in the port city of Mariupol to surrender the city or die. Ukraine's defense ministry says its forces are holding. Ukraine's president calling for a ceasefire. Evacuation orders being lifted for some in New Mexico affected by a fast-moving wildfire. Pamela Melton and her husband say they barely escaped the flames.
We had a big, beautiful house. It's nice. We had it just the way we wanted it. Like, c'est la vie.
Some 200 homes have been burned. At least 2 people have been killed. Authorities say one person is in custody following a shooting at a South Carolina mall yesterday that injured 14 people. Authorities say they believe the shooting was not random and that those involved knew each other. Federal officials say they may have to cut back on water deliveries from the Colorado River in order to avoid shutdowns of a hydroelectric dam that provides power to some 5 million people. This is as hotter than normal temperatures and prolonged drought are further reducing Lake Powell's water supply. I'm Mark Remillard, ABC News.
Hey, it's Tom Terry. This is where Orlando turns first for breaking news, weather, and traffic. WDBO.
weather. Brought to you by ProTech Air Conditioning and Plumbing Services.
It is going to be another warm one for our Easter Sunday. Temperatures starting in the low 70s. As we head through the afternoon, we'll climb into the 80s, peaking at about 88 degrees. But we're also watching for sea breeze showers and storms to trigger later in the day. Late afternoon and evening hours will hold our best chance for rain and storms, but they will be slow moving, which means we could get some heavy pockets of rain in a few communities. As we head into next week, we do have a front early in the week that'll help cool things down by Tuesday and Wednesday. From Channel 9 Eyewitness News, I'm meteorologist Cassandra Crimmey.
Now, WDBO 107.3 FM and AM 580.
Safe Touch Security.
Triple Team Traffic.
We're starting to see a lot more volume this morning on our Easter commute. I-4 westbound past Osceola Polk line heading towards Champions Gate is currently seeing brake lights. I-4 eastbound is pumping brakes from 535 to the outlets. Turnpike southbound before South Canoe Creek Road, look out for a disabled vehicle that has the right shoulder blocked. From the WDBO Triple Team Traffic Center, I'm Daphne Smith.
This is WDBO 107.3 FM and AM 580, Orlando's news and talk.
Back to guarding your nest egg with Mike Lester.
R-E-S-P-C-T, find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-C-T, T-F-T-C-T.
Otis Redding wrote and originally recorded this in 1965. He said, quote, "It took me a whole day to write and about 20 minutes to arrange. We cut it once and that was it. Everybody wants respect, you know? Boy, is he right. We're all just looking for a little respect sometimes." His version was a minor hit on the charts, but Aretha Franklin made it a #1 song in the spring of 1967, just a few months before his untimely death in a plane crash.
Wish I played an instrument, maybe in retirement. That's what I'll do, but that's
We'll just
going to be a
keep
while
you on
from
the
now.
tambourine for now.